Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Isaac Christopher Lubogo, and welcome to If I Can Be President for One Day. Please note that the following is simply a hypothetical scenario of being president for one day, and is purely fictional and does not constitute any actual commitment or involvement in treason or misprision of treason under the laws of Uganda. That, my friend, is a disclaimer. Listen, my friend, under the laws of Uganda, treason is a very serious offense that is addressed in the Penal Code chapter, or what we call Cap 120 of the laws of Uganda, particularly Section 23 of the Penal Code Act, that defines treason as levying war against the Republic of Uganda, or perhaps, better say, attempting to overthrow the government of Uganda using violent means. And listen, my friend, it carries severe penalties, including the possibility of death upon conviction. So, additionally, even as I begin to engage in this discourse, I would like to understand that misprision of treason basically refers to the act of concealing knowledge of treason or failing to report it to any appropriate authority. It's also covered under, obviously, the PCA, or what they call the Penal Code Act, under Section 24 of the Act, that states that anyone who knows or believes that treason has been committed and does not disclose such information within reasonable time commits the offense of misprision of treason. So, ladies and gentlemen, consider that as a disclaimer. We're just going to have a discussion on if I was president for one day. Listen, my friend, it is important for you and I to emphasize that this is simply a hypothetical scenario presented particularly and does not involve any actual commission, advocacy, or even promotion of treason in any way, or misprision of treason for that purpose. Purely, please understand, the purpose is purely to imaginative and does not condone nor endorse any illegal activities or actions against the laws of Uganda or any other jurisdiction. My intention are purely to provoke, invoke, and arouse passion and nationalism in your heart. So please be aware the disclaimer that I just said is intended to ensure, number one, a clear understanding of the fictional nature of this hypothetical scenario, and also to uphold the principles of legality and adherence to the law. Okay, that is my introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, as I say, the Act is very clear and provides those guidelines in terms of regulating or even regarding the use of display of the national flag, as well as the penalties for its abuse. And so when you look at Section 9 of the national flag and memorial bearings, which is basically Act 2001, it says the following, that any improper use of the national flag, for example, by any person who exempts or who accepts it for purposes of, except by virtue of authority, as provided for by the Act, uses the national flag or a copy thereof in a way which is in a manner that is supposed to bring contempt or disrespect, commits an offense, and is liable to conviction or fine not exceeding 3 currency points, or perhaps imprisonment not exceeding 3 months or both, or any other person, for example, who by virtue of that, except or as authorized by law or provided for by the Act, displays any flag or emblem or representation thereof, being a flag or emblem or representation intended to be, or perhaps so closely resembling the national flag as likely to be commit or to deceive or to commit an offense, and is liable to a conviction or a fine not exceeding 1 currency point, or imprisonment or not exceeding 1 month or more. So I make that as a disclaimer, particularly because as a jurist, it's important that this is intended to arouse nationalism and to invoke our thoughts in terms of a passion for this country. So I'm aware that those sections prohibit unauthorized use or display or alteration of the Ugandan flag in a manner, as I say, that brings contempt or disrespect, and therefore that becomes a violation and can result in fine or imprisonment as specified in the Act. So be careful, even as you listen to the discourse that I'm trying to engage in. So ideally, the usage of the Ugandan flag in this critique is solely, as I said, for artistic and for what they call illustrative purposes. And it's not intended, as I said, to respect or to bring the Ugandan flag into any kind of contempt, but rather to simply represent elements of the Ugandan government, particularly in a creative manner. And I must say that this usage is protected under the principles of freedom of expression and does not imply any endorsement or affiliation with any official government or party for that purpose. I'm not about to be a politician, my friends, and the author, therefore, I consider myself as a contributor, therefore, specifically makes disclaimer for any civil or criminal liability that may arise in the use of these that I just mentioned above. So that is something that I would like you to understand. So listen, my friends, to those of us, or those of you, or all of us perhaps, who bear witness of tomorrow, let us allow every child to dream what they call heroic dreams, even if it means being president for one day. So listen, my friend, I'm giving you the opportunity to be president for one day. Listen, in the heart of every Ugandan child, there burns a deep-rooted dream of serving their nation. From the smallest village, way back in Gadumire, Uyuge, where I come from, to the bustling cities of Kampala, these young minds envision themselves as agents of change, shaping Uganda's destiny and making what they call a lasting impact. And listen, these aspirations that we find in these people go far beyond the ordinary. They dream of holding what they call the highest offices, reaching what they call the pinnacle of honor, perhaps one day as the president of this country. So their aspiration, or this aspiration, is not merely a desire for power or prestige, but rather a reflection of their unwavering commitment to the betterment of their country. Listen, my friends, these children, our children, your children, understand that serving as the president, for example, is a tremendously big responsibility. They see it as an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to lead with integrity, compassion, wisdom, and they also envision themselves as visionary leaders who will guide Uganda towards a brighter future. So by addressing these challenges, that hinder progress and also foster unity among our diverse population, they are only doing us a good favor. Their dream, basically, is filled with a profound love for their homeland, and they imagine Uganda where justice prevails, where all citizens, for example, have equal opportunities to thrive, and where the voices of the marginalized are heard. They yearn to be the catalyst of change, driving what they call social, economic, and political transformation. Listen, my friends, these young dreamers are aware that the path of their aspirations is definitely not easy. They recognize the obstacles that they may face, the sacrifices that they may need to make, and the hard work required by them to turn their dreams into reality. Yet, my friends, they remain undeterred, resilient in their pursuit of their noble ambitions. Listen, my friends, as we witnesses, in terms of the determination and the passion radiating from these young hearts, we are inspired. Why are we inspired? Because their dreams serve as beacons of hope, reminding us of the immense potential that lies within Uganda's youth. They are our future leaders. They are visionaries who will stand to shape Uganda's narrative and also propel it towards progress. So in doing so, ladies and gentlemen, let us nurture these dreams. Let us empower and support these young dreamers for their aspirations, hold the key to a brighter future for Uganda. Let us create an environment that fosters their growth, providing them with equality in terms of quality education, mentorship, and opportunities to develop their leadership skills. My friends, even as we do so, in the dreams of every Ugandan child, we find the essence of hope and possibility. So let us be careful that these dreams are harnessed, these dreams are encouraged, these dreams are watered, these dreams are built so that every Ugandan child can build and have that potential in them to become the next president of this country. God bless you and thank you.